Have you ever imagined coming face to face with a machine so big that a human being looks like an ant next to it? Giant excavators were not made for ordinary cities. They were born to dominate mines, quarries, and colossal works. And the most impressive thing is not only the weight or strength of these machines, but the absurd size they can reach. Some of these excavators even exceed the height of a multi-story building. Its wheels are bigger than whole cars, and the shell, that huge metal shovel at the front, can carry tons of dirt and stone in just one movement. When they are working, the ground literally shakes. The sound of the engine echoes for miles, while gigantic hydraulic arms move slowly, as if they were giant mechanical creatures working nonstop. To get an idea of the scale, only one of the tires on certain mining excavators can be taller than an adult person. Ladders need to be installed on the side of the machine because operators take several minutes just to climb up to the cab. And up there, the driver controls everything as if he were piloting a steel monster. The sight is surreal. Huge trucks look like small toys around the excavator. But the extreme size of these machines exists for a reason: efficiency. In giant mines, every minute counts. The bigger the excavator, the more material it can move, and the faster the work happens. Some can lift hundreds of tons in a single day. It is enough strength to transform entire mountains, open gigantic craters, and completely change the landscape around. And even with all this monstrous size, every move needs to be extremely precise. A small mistake can cause huge accidents, because we're talking about machines weighing hundreds of tons. The most curious thing is that transporting one of these excavators also becomes a gigantic operation. Often they need to be disassembled into several parts before traveling by roads or special ships. Seeing a giant excavator in person is something hard to forget. The size, the noise, the force, it all makes it sound like you're looking at a machine straight out of a futuristic movie. And perhaps that's exactly what makes these machines so fascinating. They show how far human engineering has come. On the outside, a giant excavator already impresses with its size. But the true heart of this monstrous machine is hidden inside. It's the engine. An engine so huge that it alone can weigh more than several cars put together. While an ordinary car has relatively small engines, giant excavators use colossal diesel engines created to work without rest for hours, sometimes whole days. These engines were not made for speed. They were made for brute force. Their mission is simple: to generate enough power to move hundreds of tons of steel, earth, and stone nonstop. When the engine is started, everything starts to vibrate. The deep, heavy sound echoes like the roar of a gigantic industrial machine. And that's because these motors produce absurd levels of torque, the force responsible for moving gigantic weights even over rough terrain. Some excavators use engines with a displacement of tens of liters. For comparison, an ordinary car can have a 2-liter engine. As for certain mining machines, they use engines that easily exceed 50 liters. Fuel consumption is also scary. In just a single working day, some of these machines can spend hundreds and even thousands of liters of diesel fuel. But there is a reason for this. Such excavators have to work practically without interruption. In gigantic mines, stopping such a machine means losing a lot of money. That's why motors are built to withstand extreme heat, intense dust, and continuous heavy work. And the most impressive thing is that all this power needs to be precisely controlled. The engine sends power to gigantic hydraulic systems, which are responsible for moving the excavator arm, lifting tons of material, and slowly rotating huge structures. It's as if the engine were the heart, and the hydraulics were the muscles of this mechanical creature. Some more modern models use advanced technologies to increase efficiency and reduce waste. Sensors monitor temperature, pressure, and performance around the clock, ensuring the machine keeps running even in the most extreme conditions on the planet. And when you see a giant excavator lifting huge boulders like little boxes, it's hard to believe that it's all being controlled by an operator sitting inside a cab. Ultimately, the engine hidden inside these machines represents one of the greatest engineering demonstrations ever created by humans: a real power plant on steel tracks. A giant excavator may look like just a huge pile of steel, but there's a system hidden inside it that makes absolutely everything work: the hydraulic system. Without it, these machines would simply not be able to move even their own arm. It is this system that transforms the power of the engine into gigantic and extremely powerful movements. Thanks to the oil pressure circulating through metal pipes and cylinders, an excavator can lift tons as if they were light objects. And the most impressive thing is the accuracy. Even though they are monstrous machines, operators are able to control delicate movements using only small levers inside the cab, all because the hydraulic system multiplies force in an almost unbelievable way. The operation seems simple, but behind it there's extremely advanced engineering. Giant hydraulic pumps push oil under extremely high pressure through reinforced hoses and valves. This oil travels throughout the machine until it reaches the hydraulic cylinders, the huge pistons responsible for moving the arm, boom, and shell of the excavator. When oil enters a cylinder with pressure, it pushes a gigantic metal piston. And this is what creates enough strength to lift huge stones, dig hard ground, and move tons of material without difficulty. Some of these machines have hydraulic systems so strong that they can pull whole chunks of rock out of the ground. And everything needs to work perfectly. If there is leakage, pressure loss, or overheating, the whole excavator may lose performance. Therefore, sensors constantly monitor temperature, pressure, and flow of hydraulic oil. The most curious thing is that many people think that the engine alone does all the heavy lifting. But in fact, the engine only generates energy. Who really executes the brutal force of the machine is the hydraulic system. It is he who gives life to movements. Without hydraulics, the arm does not rise. The shell does not dig. The machine does not rotate. Nothing works. And when you watch a giant excavator working slowly, lifting tons with stunning precision, you're seeing one of the most powerful hydraulic systems ever created by Moderna engineering. A perfect combination of pressure, force, and control that turns giant steel into a machine capable of changing entire landscapes. The arm of a giant excavator just looks like a massive steel structure, but hidden there is one of the most impressive engineering systems ever created. Because lifting tons of earth, stones, and ore every day is not something simple. Every movement puts a gigantic strain on the machine, and if the arm was not designed the right way, it would simply bend or break. The secret is in the distribution of force. The excavator arm is designed to spread weight throughout the structure, preventing pressure from being concentrated in just one point. This allows the machine to withstand absurdly heavy loads without destroying the equipment itself. It all starts with the shape of the arm. He is not straight by chance. Every curve, angle, and metal reinforcement has been calculated to withstand extreme impacts. The steel used is also special, tough enough to withstand tons of pressure, but flexible enough not to crack easily. And there's another fundamental detail: the hydraulic cylinders. It is they who provide the necessary force to lift and control the arm. When the operator moves the controls inside the cab, hydraulic oil is pushed under extremely high pressure into these gigantic cylinders. The result is impressive. The whole arm moves slowly, but with enough force to lift huge stones as if they were small blocks. Joints also play an essential role. They work like giant mechanical joints, distributing weight between different parts of the structure. This reduces wear and tear and prevents a single area from withstanding all the pressure on its own. Still, the effort on those pieces is gigantic. Because of this, engineers perform extreme tests before an excavator starts working. Some structures undergo simulations capable of predicting years of heavy use, constant impacts, and intense vibrations. And there is still Moderna technology. Many current excavators have sensors spread across the entire arm. They monitor pressure, tension, and wear in real time. If something goes out of the ordinary, the system immediately warns the operator before a serious failure occurs. All this is because a machine of this size cannot simply stop in the middle of work. After all, the excavator arm is not just a giant piece of metal. He is a perfect combination of strength, balance, and heavy engineering. A structure created to withstand the impossible day after day without stopping.